Here's your payment for the North Africa mission." Old Man Lin carefully took out 2 crumpled 100 yuan bills from a well-wrapped rag and handed them to Lin Yi, who was eyes staring at him. Lin Yi couldn't understand why, after executing such a dangerous mission against such powerful enemies, with the client reaping such huge benefits, his own reward was so meager. Where did this old man get these ridiculous missions? Every time it was a near-death experience, and the payment was 50 or 100 yuan at best. Once it was even just 3 or 2 yuan. Just thinking about it made Lin Yi want to cry. Taking the 200 yuans he risked his life for, the first thing Lin Yi wanted to blurt out was, "Motherfucker!" Even though he was an orphan who'd never known his mother, after 15 years of learning martial arts and studying with Old Man Lin who raised him, he should be considered a master of both literature and martial arts, right? In ancient times, he'd be a top scholar and warrior. Yet here he was being treated like a laborer. When would this life end? He dared that construction workers in the city earned tens of thousands of yuan a year, while he struggled day in and day out for just a few hundred or thousand yuan. Old man, are you messing with me? 200 yuans? I seriously doubt you skimming off my payment. Lin Yi had suspected this more than once, but the old man dressed and ate the same as him, hardly looking like someone who mbzz led money. Be glad you getting anything. Do you think money is that easy to earn these days? Old Man Lin rolled his bulging eyes and snapped, "What, you don't want it? Give it back then. I haven't treated myself to Aunt Wang's snack bar in ages." Lin Yi badly wanted to beat the skinny old man senseless, but he knew the outcome would be him getting thrashed instead. Just how powerful was Old Man Lin's martial arts? Lin Yi had no idea. All he knew was that whenever they trained, the old man never used his full strength. Just as Lin Yi thought he'd improved, he defined the old man had effortless lie, surpassed him again, still unbeatable. All right, you've had enough training these years. It's almost time for that big mission. Old Man Lin didn't even look up, cross-legged on the kang as he munched noisily on a plate of fennel beans. Pull this off, and you'll never have to worry about money again. Seriously? Lin Yi knew that ever since being picked up by the old man at 3 years old, his training in martial arts, medicine, and general knowledge had all been for that big mission. But he doubted whether the reward could really be as huge as a lifetime of comfort. When have I ever lied to you? Old Man Lin popped another fennel bean into his mouth. You in or out? I'll find someone else if you quit. Of course I'm in, Lin Yi thought. Only a fool would pass up a mission that could set him for life, even if it was a den of tigers and dragons. It was worth the risk. Good. Go to Songshan City Pengzhen Group and find Chu Pengzhan. He'll tell you the next steps. A subtle sly grin crossed Old Man Lin's lips. But remember, once you take this mission, you can't quit halfway. Why? Can't we retreat if it's too dangerous? Lin Yi wasn't stubborn. He refused to do anything suicidal. Little Yi, I've raised you for 15 years, fed you, clothed you, bought you a laptop and 3 grams internet. The old man rolled his eyes and began lecturing. Now you question me when I ask for a favor? Don't push me. Bullshit, Lin Yi snapped, fuming. You only raised me for the first 3 years. From age 6 I was cooking, chopping firewood, and weaving sandals to support you. Don't push me. I know you sneakily watch porn at night. The old man barked, glaring. Don't think I didn't know you even. Fine, I'll go. I won't quit, okay? Lin Yi flushed, horrified that his secret had been exposed. If the old man kept talking, he'd probably reveal even more embarrassing details. And so, under Old Man Lin's coercion and promises, Lin Yi shouldered his pack, boarded a northbound train, and traveled far to Songshan City. a modern international metropolis. On the train, Lin Yi decided he'd decrypt his porn files, hide them in system folders, and stay alert next time he, well, you know. Still, he was excited about this mission. The chance to retire after one job was a dream come true. Even if the old man Shintz made it, sound no easy feat. Challenge was good, right? Pop. A pockmarked man across from Lin Yi cracked open a Coke can and tossed the tab onto the table. A crew-cut man beside him casually picked up the tab, fiddled with it, then suddenly exclaimed, "Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit! First prize!" Though his voice was NT, loud in the bustling train car, nearby passengers all turned to look. The pock-marked man was no exception. Seeing the tab in the crew-cut shen, the same one he just discarded, his face stiffened. "Give that back. It's mine." "Yours? Does it have your name on it?" The crew-cut retracted his hand, clutching the tab tightly. "Is your name First Prize?" "No, I'm a not called First Prize, but that tab was mine." The pockmarked man shrank back, intimidated by the crew-cut's thuggish look, yet reluctant to give up what he saw as his. "You just said you threw it away. Finders keepers. Loser weepers." The crew-cut snorted disdainfully. "Come on, how can you be like this?" The pockmarked man turned to a passenger beside Lin Yi, a spectac-led man, and pleaded, "Sir, you look like Askelaar. Please judge. Isn't this just bullying?" "Who's bullying who?" The crew-cut rounded on the bespectac-led man. "Master, you tell us, who does this tab belong to?" The bespectac-led man pushed his glasses, hesitated, then said, "I'm a university professor. Since both of you trust me, I'll mediate. Legally, the tab was detached from the can by this brother." He nodded at the pockmarked man, "So it should belong to him. But since he discarded it and it was found by this brother, possession should go to the finder." "But you just said it's mine." The pockmarked man's face fell. "Here's a suggestion. Split the prize. That way no one loses out." "Split it?" The crew-cut hesitated, then gritted his teeth. "Fine, let's split." Perhaps sensing his argument was weak, the crew-cut agreed. The pockmarked man, seeing the tab was in the other's grasp and fearing he'd get nothing, also nodded. "Good. Since you agree, let's calculate." The professor examined the can. "It says first prize is 100,000 yuans, after 20% tax. That's 80000. But since claiming the prize is troublesome, whoever claims it can pay the other 30,000 yuans. Agreed?" "Okay." The pockmarked man, eager to get something, immediately agreed. "You pay me 30,000, and you claim the prize." The crew-cut guy looked embarrassed as he subconsciously patted his pocket and said, "I didn't have that much cash on me either. How about you take 30,000 yuans? You can go claim the prize. I'm broke too. What are we gonna do?" The pockmarked-faced man frowned. "Do we look like someone who can cough up 30,000 yuans? Teacher, please help us out. Neither of us has that kind of money." The pockmarked man turned to the glasses-wearing man for help again. The glasses man hesitated for a moment and then said tentatively, "How about this? I'll give each of you 30,000 yuans. You give me the pull ring, and I'll go claim the prize." The pockmarked man and the crew-cut guy exchanged a look. They figured they'd still get 30,000 yuans each, so they agreed. "All right, deal." The glasses man secretly rejoiced and grabbed his briefcase to start counting money. At first, he looked excited, but as he rummaged faster, his face fell. Sweat broke out on his forehead. Finally, he groaned, "Oh no, I didn't bring much cash today. I only have 30,000 yuans. You guys probably won't sell it now. I am so unlucky to miss out on this windfall." Both the pockmarked man and the crew-cut guy were stunned. If the glasses man had no money and they had none either, how could they claim the prize? The pockmarked man could ends it still. Teacher, you re-educated. Please think of another way. Hey, maybe we can ask someone else? The glasses man turned to Lin Yi, who was sitting nearby. Young man, this is a once in a lifetime chance to make a fortune. Do you have some cash? Give each of them 30,000 yuans. Take the pull ring and claim the prize. I'll make an extra 20,000 yuans. Is there a better deal than this? I'd do it myself if I had the money. Lin Yi had been watching the three of them act like fools. It was obvious they were in cahoots. The pockmarked man was the seller, the crew cut guy the buyer, and the glasses man the plant. Although Lin Yi grew up in the mountains, he was stupid. Despite his rustic clothes, he was more learned than most people, let alone these third-rate con artists. Me? Lin Yi pretended to be surprised and pointed at himself. Can I do that? Of course. This opportunity is knocking on your door. When the glasses man heard Lin Yi ask, "Can I?" instead of saying he had no money, he rejoiced. People who said that usually had cash on them. Before Lin Yi could say more, he felt a kick on his leg. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw a beautiful girl about his age on his right. Her hair was as smooth as water, and her skin was fair. Although she hadn't stood up, Lin Yi guessed she was at least 165 meters tall. Quite tall. Since getting on the train, she had been quietly listening to her MP3. Lin Yi had wanted to strike up a conversation to pass the time, but she had kept her earphones on, leaving him no chance. Now she looked at Lin Yi anxiously, wanting to say something but holding back, hinting with her eyes. Lin Yi knew exactly what she meant. Don't fall for the scam. His heart warmed. Weren't people in the city supposed to be cold and indifferent, minding their own business? The fact that she was warning him showed she had a kind heart, so her image in Lin Yi's mind rose several notches. Looks were important, but a kind heart was more so. That was Lin Yi's criteria for judging girls. The crew cut guy across from the girl seemed to notice her actions. He coughed loudly and glared at her. She turned pale and looked down. Of course, Lin Yi didn't miss these little details. He had been bored on the journey and was annoyed with his old master, looking for a way to vent. These fools had walked right into his trap. How could he miss the chance to play with them? The girl kept kicking Lin Yi's leg under the table to warn him, but he pretended not to notice, staying put. I only have 49,000 yuans. Not enough. Lin Yi pretended to be honest. When the pockmarked man and the crew cut guy heard about the 49,000 yuans, their eyes lit up, but they still pretended to look worried. Only 49,000? Is that too little? How much will each of us get? 49,000 divided by 2 is 24,500. The crew cut guy calculated. 24,500? That's not bad. I agree. How about you? The pockmarked man nodded quickly. Okay, if you agree. I do too. The crew cut guy nodded. Hand over the money. Lin Yi opened his backpack, took out a small package wrapped in newspaper, and unfolded it layer by layer, revealing 5 stacks of banknotes. Here's for 9,000 yuan. That's all I have. Count it. Lin Yi said simply, give me the pull ring. This money was the living expenses his old master had given him for the next few years. Lin Yi had earned a lot of money for the old master, like the last assassination mission in North Africa, which should have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars according to international standards. But when he left, the old master had rummaged through a broken bag and found only 49,000 yuans, claiming it was all their savings and telling him to spend it wisely. This confused Lin Yi. Was the old master really broke, or just pretending? He didn't seem to be pretending. They ate the same food every day, and the old master didn't live luxuriously. Had he overestimated the mission effies? Okay. The pockmarked man and the crew cut. Guy grabbed the money like hungry wolves, divided it up, and handed the pull ring to Lin Yi. Lin Yi carefully put the pull ring in his pocket, treating it like a treasure and fear losing it. Seeing the con artists succeed, the girl next to Lin Yi sighed helplessly, looking at his excited "I won the prize" expression. She didn't know what to say. Once the money was in hand, the three con artists calmed down and acted like strangers, going about their own business. The girl stopped kicking Lin Yi's leg and leaned against the window, quietly listening to her music. Next stop, Songshan Station. Passengers getting off, please prepare. This stop will last 15 minutes. The train's announcement came on, and Lin Yi started packing his luggage to get off. To his surprise, the girl next to him also started packing. She was getting off at Songshan Station too. When she stood up, Lin Yi saw his guess was right. She was about 165 meters tall. Getting off the train, Lin Yi was amazed by the grand buildings in the station. Although he had been here once 10 years ago, Songshan had changed beyond recognition in a decade. Wait! A sweet female voice called from behind him. Lin Yi stopped and turned around instinctively. It was the girl from the train, waving and running towards him. What's up? Lin Yi didn't believe she had fallen for him at first sight. Although he was good looking, his outfit was too rustic. Khaki pants and a white undershirt. Like a migrant worker. Don't tell me you're going to claim that prize? The girl said angrily, still mad that he had ignored her warnings on the train. Oh, this? Lin Yi took out the pull ring from his pocket and casually threw it by the roadside. Ah! Now it was the girl's turn to be stunned. She never expected Lin Yi to do that. You threw it away? The girl pointed at him in surprise, her mouth wide open. Yeah, threw it away. Lin Yi nodded. It was fake. Anyway, no point keeping it. You knew it was fake? The girl looked at him confused. What was wrong with this guy? He knew it was a fake but still bought it. Was he crazy? He didn't look like Eric guy with a weird hobby. I did, even if I didn't. You warned me on the train. Lin Yi smiled. Then why did you give them the money? The girl was confused. What kind of person was he? Lin Yi smiled, took off his backpack, unzipped it and showed it to the girl. She looked down in surprise. There were 7 or 8 stacks of banknotes inside. You're rich, but you can't waste money like this. She didn't understand, thinking he was showing off. This is the money from before, Lin Yi said. Before? What do you mean? She was confused. You mean you got the money back? There was only 49,000 yuans, but this is like 70,000 or 80,000. The glasses guy had 30,000 yuans. He took it too. Lin Yi shrugged. No big deal, child's play for someone like him. Now the girl was completely shocked. It wasn't that he was crazy. He was just better at the game. He had not only gotten his money back but also taken the glasses guy's. Why such a surprised look? You want to report me for theft? You have a strong sense of justice. Lin Yi teased, seeing her shocked face. Of course not. She blushed and shook her head. Thanks again for earlier. Girls like you are rare. Lin Yi said sincerely. Want to grab a bite later? No, she said shyly, shaking her head. My family is waiting for me at the exit. Lin Yi nodded, not pushing it. Flirting was a skill, but it had to be natural. Forcing it would backfire. No problem. See you. Wang Xinyan watched him walk away and shook her head. What an unusual guy. If her mom wasn't waiting at the exit, she would end team in getting to know him better. It wasn't that she liked him. He was just so different, carrying so much cash in a backpack instead of a bank, dressing like a peasant but having an indescribable aura. Sir, need a hotel? Very cheap. As soon as Lin Yi left the station, he was surrounded by people. touting nearby hotels. His migrant worker look made him a target for these small hotels. Rich people stayed in big hotels that didn't need touts. Lin Yi waved them off, pushed through the crowd, and headed for the taxi stand. He held a piece of paper with an address his old master had given him. He got into a taxi, and the driver asked warmly where to. "Young man, to this address." Lin Yi handed over the paper. This driver was a black cabbie who hung around the station and was good at sizing up passengers. One look at Lin Yi told him he was a migrant worker from out of town, an easy target for overcharging. He happily took the paper, but when he saw the address his face fell. It read, No 36 Guangming Avenue, Pengzhen Building, Songshan City, 11.2 kilometers from the station, via new second ring bridge. Even the route was planned, with the exact mileage. Who could he scam now? But what was this guy doing at Pengzhen Building? That was Songshan's biggest corporate building. What would immigrant worker like him want there? The driver sighed, threw the paper aside, and drove honestly. Songshan had good traffic and many bridges. Before he knew it, Lin Yi arrived. He paid 24 yuans and got out, looking up at the towering building. Lin Yi was dizzy. It seemed taller than the mountains back home. His employer must be rich. Maybe the old master was right. One mission could set him for life. He wondered if jumping from the top would kill him. Back home, the old master had kicked him off a mountain into a valley, and he had survived, just bruised and bedridden for days. After confirming the address, Lin Yi swaggered into the building. "Sir, who are you here to see?" He was stopped by a security guard. "Wait, let me check." Lin Yi thought big cities are so formal, with security guards, but they were just for show, not as tough as Ergudan. Ergudan was a kilthood friend who could fight but could kill a cow with one punch. In Lin Yi's eyes, these guards were weaker than cows. He took out another piece of paper from his pocket, read it, and said, "I'm here to see Chu Pengzhen." Chu Pengzhen? Who's that? The name sounds familiar. The guard was confused, muttering the name. "Our chairman." An older guard beside him reacted faster. Realizing who Chu Pengzhen was, he panicked, pulled the younger guard's sleeve, and whispered, "Shut up. The captain will fire you if he hears." "Ah!" The younger guard was shocked, wide-eyed, regretting his words. Why had he opened his mouth? Now, not knowing the chairman, what kind of security guard was he? But looking at Lin Yi's outfit, he relaxed. No way this guy knew the chairman. One was the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, the other a rural migrant. No connection. Maybe he was from a construction site here to complain? The guard tensed up. He had just watched a movie about immigrant worker demanding money from a CEO. He and the older guard exchanged a look. They were on the same page. "What do you want with Chairman Chu?" The older guard cleared his throat, eyeing Lin Yi seriously, ready for anything. "It's not me. My old man told me to come," Lin Yi said lazily. He didn't care about the employer's real identity. They were the ones begging him for help. "Your old man?" The guards were more convinced. In the movie, the migrant had come for his brother. This guy was here for his father. Cut the crap. "Which floor is Chu Pengzhen on? I need to see him." Lin Yi had no time for small talk. Better to meet the boss directly. "The chairman isn't here. Leave." The older guard sized him up again and shooed him away. Lin Yi didn't want to waste time. He could tell from their eyes what they were thinking, judging him by his clothes. "Snobs. Since he's not here, I'll wait inside," Lin Yi said, and strode into the building. "Stop. You can't go in." The guards were shocked he was barging in and tried to stop him. Just then, the elevator on the first floor opened, and a slightly chubby middle-aged man and a thin, dark middle-aged man walked out. "It's about time. Why hasn't Ti Zhaoyi contacted me yet?" "Li Fu, drive to the station to pick Him up. You've seen his photo, right? The chubby man told the dark man. Yes, Mr. Chu. I'll go now. Li Fu replied respectfully. Before he could leave, Chu Pengzan heard the commotion at the entrance and frowned. Go see what's going on. What's happening? Li Fu hurried to the entrance and saw two guards stopping a young man from entering. Uncle Fu, this guy says he wants to see the chairman and is forcing his way in. The guards knew Li Fu, though he had no official title. He was the chairman's close street man, his driver. But more than that, the guards respected him like a leader. His word was often the chairman's. You? Li Fu looked at Lin Yi, stunned. Are you Lin Yi? Yes. Lin Yi nodded, eyeing Li Fu. His intuition told him that this person was not Chu Pengzan. A CEO had a natural air of authority, but this man lacked it. Though serious and respected, one's aura couldn't be faked. Hello! Knowing how important Lin Yi was to Chu Pengzan, Li Fu didn't dare and shook his hand. Warm lie. I'm a secretary, Li Fu. Chairman Chu's secretary. He sent me to pick you up at the station. Didn't he? Expect you to be here already. No problem. I can get to know the area. Lin Yi smiled and shook his hand. He was a give and take person. Seeing Li Fu's politeness, he was more polite too. This way, please. The chairman is over there. Let's go meet him. Li Fu gestured and led the way. The two guards stared at Lin Yi's back, mouths agape. Is he really the chairman's guest? The younger guard muttered in disbelief. Uncle Fu came to pick him up. Must be true. The older guard sighed. We almost offended him. Lucky Uncle Fu came in time. We'd be in big trouble if we diked him out. As Li Fu approached, Lin Yi had already noticed the chubby middle-aged man not far away. He guessed correctly. This was Chu Pengzan, CEO of Pengzan Group. Lin Yi, right? As Lin Yi followed Li Fu, Chu Pengzan walked up and Warm Lai held out his hand. Lin Yi smiled and nodded, shaking hands naturally. He was good at social etiquette. Hello, Mr. Chu. Chu Pengzan's warmth surprised Lin Yi. He had never met such a friendly employer. Though he was here for a mission, a CEO being so nice made him curious. It felt like a meeting between equals. Mr. Lin, I know this task may seem beneath you. Chu Pengzan hesitated, then said. Hearing this, even Lin Yi, who had thick skin, felt embarrassed. Not at all. I make a few hundred yuan a month weaving straw sandals at home. The old man said this mission would set me for life. Lin Yi thought, what a kind employer, being so polite, not like others who nag after paying. What? Weaving straw sandals? Chu Pengzan was confused. He looked at Lin Yi. Again, he hadn't mistaken him. But what was this about straw sandals? Did old man Lin make him weave for a few hundred yuan a month? He was speechless. From his own old man, he had heard vague stories about Lin Yi's deeds, like the Africa hostage rescue mission that should have paid millions in dollars. Yet he was weaving straw sandals? Yeah, 4 yuan a pair. I make 3 or 5 pairs a day, so a few hundred a month. Lin Yi nodded. He also felt something was off. The old master didn't seem like a poor man. Chu Pengzan gave up on understanding and shook his head. Your salary will be 30,000 yuans a month, including tuition and daily expenses. Of course, money spent on my daughter can be reimbursed through Li Fu. 30000, the old man said. A few thousand. Lin Yi was stunned. So high paid? He regretted bringing money and seeing the old master sting a face when he had asked for the 49,000 yuans. Wait, Mr. Chu, what did you just say? School, tuition, and money for your daughter? What's that about? I'm confused. Lin Yi was puzzled. Was Enda here for a mission? Oh, didn't old man Lin tell you? Come this way. Let's talk upstairs. Chu Pengzan smiled and gestured toward the elevator. Now Chu Pengzan was his employer. and the salary was good. Though confused, Lin Yi had seen strange missions before. As they walked, he deliberately slowed down to follow, but Chu Pengzhen matched his pace. Lin Yi noticed and was surprised. Why was Chu Pengzhen being so friendly? He was curious but didn't ask. They had just met, and some things needed time. Chu Pengzhen's office was on the top floor, 200 square meters with a floor-to-ceiling window wall, bright and spacious. After leading them in, Uncle Fu left and told secretary, "You outside to serve tea." "Mr. Lin, what would you like to drink?" Yu had learned Lin Yi's surname from Uncle Fu. "Just water, please." Lin Yi was used to drinking plain water at home. Yu was surprised but smiled. "Okay, one moment." She knew what Chu Pengzhen drank, without asking the same every day. "Mr. Lin, starting tomorrow, Uncle Fu will enroll you in Class 5, Senior 3 Songshan No. 1 High School, as a student, in the same class as my daughter, Chu Meng Yao. You'll go to and from school with her, take care of her, and help with her homework at home. In short, be her companion. I've been busy with work and neglected her. I feel guilty and want someone her age to care for her. That's why I brought you here. You ray around the same age, so you should have things in common." Chu Pengzhen smiled. Lin Yi was stunned. A companion? Care? Common interests? Was this the mission for life? It sounded more like a dating setup. Was the girl disabled and unmarriageable, so he was here to pretend? "Mr. Lin, are you okay?" Seeing Lin Yi's shocked face, Chu Pengzhen guessed his thoughts. "If thought old man Lin had told you, but it seems not. Please call me Lin Yi." "Mr. Chu." "Mr. Lin feels weird." Lin Yi smiled bitterly. "To be honest, I had no idea what I was coming for. The old man just said it was an important mission, and if I did well I'd be set for life." "Set for life?" Chu Pengzhen was startled, then laughed. "Ha! Old man Lin isn't wrong. The reward for this will indeed set you for life." This, Lin Yi still didn't teach it. "But what exactly is my task?" "I just told you. Accompany my daughter to school, study with her and protect her, so no one bullies her." Chu Pengzhen explained. "A study companion? A babysitter?" That was the only way Lin Yi could describe it. You could say that, yes." Chu Pengzhen nodded, handing Lin Yi a file without waiting for a reply. "This is info on Songshan No. 1 High School. Familiarize yourself." Lin Yi sighed and took the file. So this was the old master's super mission? Damn it, was he being tricked again? Like in South America, where the old man had said it was a simple rescue, but it turned out to be rescuing a whole group, but with a high reward and low risk. Even if it was a rich girl's lackey, it was like a vacation. Songshan No. 1 High School was actually a private school, just kept the name when acquired. Chu Pengzhen's group was one of the 3 major shareholders. No wonder he could get into high school without even finishing primary school. Though he hadn't been to school, he knew from the internet how hard it was for rural kids to enter city schools. "Okay, I'll do my job," Lin Yi said after skimming the file. Of course, Menjio can be stubborn, but she has a good heart. Chu Pengzhen smiled bitterly. "I measure someone as capable as you can get along with her." Get along? Lin Yi didn't expect to be besties with a rich girl. It wasn't a dating mission, but he said, "I'll try." Chu Pengzhen saw his perfunctoriness but smiled. He called out Uncle Fu. "Yao Yao will be out of school soon. Go pick her up and show Mr. Lin around." "Mr. Chu, call me Lin Yi or Zhao Yi. Mr. Lin is awkward." Lin Yi said. "All right, Zhao Yi. I'm an elder, so it's only right. And call me Uncle Chu." Chu Pengzhen nodded, not arguing. Lin Yi nodded and followed Uncle Fu downstairs to the underground parking lot. There are many luxury cars in the parking lot, ranging from Mercedes-Benz and BMW to top-class limousines. Many of them obviously look like private cars, with some very cool decorations pasted on them, which can conclude that they are the cars bought by the employees of the group themselves. In this way, it can be inferred from the side how high the income of the employees of Peng Zhan Group is, so his salary of 30,000 yuan is not very high. Under the guidance of Uncle Fu, Lin Yi came to a dark blue Bentley. The car was well maintained. It was not known whether it was newly bought or had been paid attention to at ordinary times, and it looked very new. "Mr. Lin, please get in the car." Uncle Fu opened the door of the co-driver seat and made a gesture of invitation. "Shall I sit in the co-driver's seat? Then what about the young lady later?" Lin Yi asked hesitantly. "The young lady sits in the back row every day." Uncle Fu said she has a school bag, and it's inconvenient to sit in the front row. Lin Yi nodded and got into the car. Uncle Fu drove the car slowly into the underground parking lot. When passing the security post at the exit, several security guards immediately stood at attention and watched the car go out solemnly. Uncle Fu's driving skills were very skillful, but it could be seen that he belonged to the kind of cautious and standard driving, which was not the same as what Lin Yi had learned at ordinary times. Lin Yi learned more towards racing. There was no way. An old saying of the old man at home was that it was not your fault if you could beat others, but it was your own fault if you could run away when you could beat others. So Lin Yi learned a lot of skills to escape, although these skills were only used against the old man. In front of others, it was others who ran away. "Mr. Lin, can you drive?" When waiting for the traffic light, Uncle Fu looked at Lin Yi, who was sitting quietly beside him, and asked. Uncle Fu was an old driver and was very good at judging people. Generally, when someone was sitting in the car, he could always judge whether the person could drive from some details. However, Lin Yi obviously had no special reaction, so Uncle Fu asked. A little bit, Lin Yi thought that as a newcomer, he should be modest. "Do you have a driver's license?" Uncle Fu didn't ask how proficient Lin Yi was. He also knew the boss trust in this person. Not yet. Lin Yi shook his head. Although he could drive and even raced abroad, he didn't have a driver's license. "I just turned 18 and didn't have time to apply for it." "Then give me your ID card. I'll apply for a driver's license for you. In this way, if Mr. Chu and I have something temporary, you can drive to send the young lady to and from school," Uncle Fu said. The car stopped near a very luxurious-looking school, but it didn't go forward. It was probably because the car was too eye-catching, and it would have a bad influence if other students saw it. From the information, Lin Yi had learned that although number 1 high school in Songshan City was a private middle school, it was not the kind of aristocratic school as imagined. The school was a provincial key high school that recruited students through exams across the province. Although there were some children of dignitaries and rich people who got in through connections, most of the students were admitted through their own strength. With the support of 3 major groups, number 1 high school in Songshan had an advantage over other schools in both software and hardware as well as teaching staff, which was why the enrollment rate had been 100% in recent years. In fact, Lin Yi also understood that this 100% must be watery. Some playboys didn't study, but they eventually went to college, which was due to the influence of their families. The familiar school bell rang, making Lin Yi a little lost. How many years had it been since he heard this sound? However, after a short period of distraction, Lin Yi returned to normal and looked at the school playground with a calm look. Before long, students came out of the teaching building one after another. Some were wearing school uniforms, and some were wearing other clothes. Generally speaking, the school didn't have special requirements for students' clothes unless there were large activities. That's the young lady. Uncle Fu suddenly raised his hand and pointed to a girl among a group of male and female students walking out not far away. Lin Yi looked in the direction Uncle Fu pointed. It was a tall and beautiful girl, although there were other girls beside her. Lin Yi only needed one look to guess that this must be the young lady, because the old man had said before that Chumeng Yao was the school beauty of the school. The so-called school beauty should be the most beautiful one, unless Lin Yi's aesthetic view was wrong. Although the girl beside her was also very good-looking, she was a little shorter in stature, which was obviously inconsistent with the height in the information. However, she was also one of the potential candidates for school beauty, and she would definitely be the type that could cause chaos in the country when she grew up. Chu Meng Yao and that girl were walking quickly towards the car, but several boys who looked like young masters were chasing after them. Mengio, wait for me. One of the young masters blocked in front of Chu Meng Yao. Mengio, I mentor to you. Please give me a chance. Chu Meng Yao frowned and looked at the boy in front of her impatiently. Zhang Pinliang, are you annoying? I've told you that I didn't like you. Leave me alone. But Zhang Pinliang wanted to say something more, but was pushed aside by Chu Meng Yao and left standing there. Chu Mengio walked quickly over, opened the car door and got in. The girl who was with her also got in the car, which made Lin Yi a little surprised. This Zhang Pinliang is so annoying. He pesters me every day. Does Enna get tired? After getting in the car, Chu Meng Yao was still complaining. Suddenly, she looked up and saw Lin Yi in the co-driver's seat, and was suddenly surprised. Who are you? Hello, my name is Lin Yi. Lin Yi tried to make himself look cute. It seemed that the young lady had a bad temper. Lin Yi, Uncle Fu, what does he do? Chu Mengio looked at Lin Yi in confusion. Miss Chu, this is the companion reader, invited by Mr. Chu for you. Uncle Fu introduced. Companion reader? Who wants a companion reader? Didn't I say I want to find a shield? Look at him, who can he shield for me? Chu Meng Yao was in a hurry when she heard that. She looked Lin Yi up and down. What was this guy wearing? A big vest and torn pants, looking like immigrant workers move into the city. Even migrant worker weren't as rustic as him. Did he come back from Africa? Uncle Fu was suddenly sweating. He wiped his forehead and looked at Lin Yi with some helplessness. He was relieved to see that he didn't have any special reaction. Uncle Fu was the close street person to Chupeng Zan, so he knew some inside information and knew how much effort it took to invite Lin Yi. Even the old man at home had come forward. Mr. Chu said that Mr. Lin Yi is a compound talent who can be both civil and military. This is a Miri shield. Of course, Uncle Fu quickly explained. In order to prevent Chu Meng Yao from worrying, some things Chupeng Zan had not told her and had also told Uncle Fu not to tell her. Inviting Lin Yi on the surface was to take care of Chu Meng Yao's study and life. But in fact, there was another far-reaching meaning, involving an agreement between the older generations at home. But obviously, if a companion reader was suddenly brought in, Chu Meng Yao would definitely not agree. But coincidentally, Chu Meng Yao was tired of dealing with some people who pursued her, so she found Chu Pengzan and asked him to help hire a shield to get rid of the flies around her. So, Chu Pengzan half cheated and recommended Lin Yi as a shield to Chu Meng Yao. But Uncle Fu really regretted not taking Lin Yi to a clothing store to dress him up. From the photo Uncle Fu had of Lin Yi looked quite smart, but this sculpt was really a bit unique and not suitable for the surrounding environment. Chu Meng Yao really couldn't see anything special about the man in front of her. Could it be that her father had casually found immigrant workers who have just entered the city to work from the labor market? The girl beside Chu Meng Yao couldn't help laughing. because with Lin Yi's dressing, he didn't look like someone who could be a shield for Chu Mengyao at all. Zhao Shu, what are you laughing at? Chu Mengyao was already angry at her father's perfunctory attitude. When she saw her best friend laughing, she became even more angry and gave her a hard look. Chen Yushu stuck out her tongue and closed her mouth when she was scolded by Chu Mengyao, but her eyes stared at Lin Yi curiously. Uncle Fu, tell him to get out of the car. I want to change. People, Chu Mengyao frowned and really didn't want to argue about this anymore. Mr. Chu said that Mr. Lin Yi must be able to cut the mustard, and the contract has been signed. The implication of Uncle Fu's swords was that even if you didn't agree, there was no way. Chu Pengzan had already made the decision for you, and this matter could not be changed. Ah! Chu Mengyao's beautiful big eyes blinked, and she was almost crying. She really didn't know what her father was thinking. It would be better not to look for any shield. If this person stayed by her side, wouldn't it make people laugh? Originally, if the shield was good looking, Chu Mengyao wanted to claim that he was her boyfriend. After all, the best way to drive away those flies was like this. But now it was obviously impossible. Even if she said that this country bumpkin was her boyfriend, would anyone believe it? Zhongpin Liang would probably laugh his head off. Lin Yi listened to the conversation of these people and suddenly felt a hadashi. Shield? Did this little girl really want to find a partner? No wonder Chu Pengzan spoke strangely to him. Before, could it be that he was really recruiting as an in-law? Okay, the boy over there has been pestering me. Help me deal with him. If you deal with it well, you will pass. Chu Mengyao rolled her eyes and came up with an idea. Anyway, if this guy couldn't deal with it, she could use his incompetence as a reason to let her father fire him. Him? Lin Yi nodded, got out of the car and walked quickly towards Zhongpin Liang. This Chu Mengyao refuses to date me. Every time, if it were another woman, she would have rushed into my arms. Zhongpin Liang complained to his followers unhappily. Master Zhang, but this Chu Mengyao is not an ordinary woman. She is the daughter of the president of Pengzan Group. It's normal to have difficulties. A follower of Zhongpin Liang named Gao Xiaofu said, I know. Need you tell me? Zhongpin Liang waved his hand and said, so we need to have perseverance before Zhongpin Liang could finish his words. He saw a young man wearing a lightly yellowed white vest and yellow wish pants running quickly towards them, and he was suddenly stunned. Lin Yi quickly walked to Zhongpin Liang's side, said nothing, raised his leg and kicked him in the buttocks, directly kicking Zhongpin Liang to the ground. Then Lin Yi turned around and walked straight back to the car without looking back. Zhongpin Liang was about to give a long speech on his feelings about pursuing Chu Mengyao. When he was talking happily, he felt a sudden kick in his buttocks, and then he lost his balance and fell to the ground. Who? Don't you want to live? How dare you kick me? Zhongpin Liang struggled for a long time to get up from the ground and shouted angrily. It's the migrant worker just now. Gao Xiaofu quickly said. Then what are you standing there for? Chase quickly. Zhongpin Liang shouted furiously. Catch him and beat him hard. Master Zhang, he's gone. When Zhongpin Liang was kicked down by Lin Yi, several of his men had paid attention to whether Zhongpin Liang was okay. As air salt, in the blink of an eye, the migrant worker had disappeared. Damn it, Zhongpin Liang cursed. I remember what he looks like. Tomorrow I'll print his photo into a poster and ask people to look for him in major construction sites. Immigrant worker actually dares to kick me. I'll make him unable to stay in Songshan City. You just wait. Yao Yao. I didn't expect this Lin Yi to be so fierce. He even dared to kick Zhongpin Liang? In the car, Chen Yushu opened her eyes wide and looked at what had just happened in disbelief. I think he's crazy. Chu Mengyao also didn't expect Lin Yi to do this, but it was also quite ingenious. But Chu Mengyao had decided not to use him. No matter what he did, she would count him as unqualified. Yao Yao, why don't you keep him? Chen Yushu suggested. Zhao Shu, whose side are you on? Chu Mengyao gave her a look and said in surprise, Don't tell me you're in love with this migrant worker? Pa! Chen Yushu quickly shook her head. Yao Yao, you're the one who likes him. If you don't like him, why do you want to keep him? To stay and make a fool of yourself? Chu Menjiao was confused. No, you see, Zhongpin Liang dominates our school and no one dares to mess with him. Finally, a hot-headed guy who is not afraid of him has come. This will be fun in the future. Chen Yushu said cunningly, if they fight, won't Zhongpin Liang have no time to pester you? Fight? Do you think Zhongpin Liang is so easy to mess with? Chu Mengyao hit the nail on the head and said the stakes. Just rely on him, a little migrant worker? Won't Zhongpin Liang beat him to death? Yao Yao, why are you so stupid? When you beat a dog, you have to look at its owner, right? With you backing him up, what are you afraid of Zhongpin Liang for? Chen Yushu, she curled her lip in disdain and said, besides, there's also me. That's true. Let's keep him and have a look. Chu Mengyao thought Chen Yushu's words made some sense, so she agreed. She suddenly turned to ask Uncle Fu. Uncle Fu, did you buy insurance for him? In case something happens to him. Buy insurance? Uncle Fu was sweating again. He thought, how could the person invited by Mr. Chu have an accident easily? But he still said, don't worry. It's all bought. At this time, Lin Yi had walked to the car, opened the door and sat in, looking at Chu Menjiao and saying, how is it? Not bad, right? I'll grudgingly let you pass. Chu Menjiao snorted. Lin Yi smiled and sat back in the co-driver's seat. He didn't say much. Experience and the internet told him that women were often duplicito us animals. So Lin Yi wouldn't argue with Chu Menjiao. Seeing that Lin Yi just smiled and didn't say anything, Chu Mengyao was angry. She thought he would say some words of gratitude. You know, in today's society, the competition is so fierce. There are even college graduates who go to clean toilets. A migrant worker who has just entered the city has found such a good job. He should be very happy. Hey, why don't you thank me? Chu Mengyao finally could help it and asked angrily. Thank for what? Lin Yi was confused. He thought, I helped you kick the boy who was pestering you to the ground. You should thank me. Why should I thank you? Chu Mengyao was so angry. Why was this person so slow to react? Did he not understand how to please the employer after such a hint? Yao means that she has accepted you. Don't you want to express your thanks? Chen Yushu smiled cunningly and explained for Chu Mengyao beside her. Zhao Shu, what are you talking about? What do you mean I accepted him? Chu Mengyao was startled when she heard Chen Yushu's swords. The ambiguity of this sentence was too great. How did it sound? Like accepting a confession. Nothing. I said you accepted him as your shield, Chen Yushu said with a smile. Oh, thank you. Lin Yi was very straightforward. In fact, if it weren't for the strange nature of this job, he was generally satisfied with it. At least the salary was very high. You're welcome. Chu Mengyao said these 3 words hatefully, feeling extremely resentful towards Lin Yi's slow reaction. This person is my shield? He looks so stupid. Sister Yao Yao, I'm leaving. See you tomorrow. And you too, Arrow Shield brother. When the car stopped in front of a villa, Chen Yushu waved to Chu Mengyao and winked at Lin Yi in front of the car before getting out of the car. Arrow Shield brother? Lin Yi smiled bitterly. This name was quite unique. Comparable to the internet's Ritianji, Chen Yushu's home was very close to Chu Mengyao's. The 2 villas faced each other. The car turned a corner and came to Chu Mengyao's villa. Under Chen Yushu's persuasion, Chu Mengyao reluctantly accepted the migrant workers in front of you. However, when she saw the migrant worker carrying luggage and walking into the villa with her, she suddenly became angry again. You, what are you following me for? Lin Yi was stunned and looked at Uncle Fu in confusion. Don't I live here? You are so self-important. No man has ever entered my small villa. Chu Mengyao put her hands on her hips and shouted at Lin Yi fiercely. Uncle Fu wiped the sweat from his head. No man has ever entered? Then what am I? Uncle Fu thought that it didn't matter if he became a eunuch, but he didn't know how Mr. Chu would feel if he heard the young lady's swords. Seeing Uncle Fu wiping his sweat, Chu Mengyao immediately realized that her words seemed to have some ambiguity, so she quickly changed her words. I mean, no man other than my family has entered. Mr. Chu said that you can get along with Mr. Lin as if he were your brother. So, Mr. Lin will live in the villa from today on, Uncle Fu said carefully. He knew the young lady's temper very well. What? Chu Mengyao suddenly widened her eyes and pointed at Lin Yi in disbelief. Him? My brother? Are you kidding me? Uncle Fu, take him away and let him live anywhere. I'm afraid I can't decide this. Miss, this is what Mr. Chu ordered. You see, Uncle Fu said with some difficulty. After all, he was a driver. Although he was the most trusted person of Chu Pengzan, it was really difficult to be caught between him and the young lady. Forget it, I'll talk to Daddy myself. Chu Mengyao took out the latest iPhone from her pocket and led. It was launched some time ago, and she and Chen Yushu each bought one. Lin Yi looked at the phone in Chu Mengyao's hand with some envy. Should he also buy one? Otherwise, it was too inconvenient to make calls. Daddy, it's Yao Yao, Chu Mengyao said in a coquettish voice, which made Lin Yi feel a little crispy numbness. It turned out that a girl's voice could be so nice when she acted like a spoiled child. Hi Yao Yao, what's the matter? Chu Pengzan was holding a meeting for the company, but when he saw his daughter's call, he still answered it. Well, Dad, what kind of shield did you find for me? Did you just hire him from the farmer's market? Chu Mengyao was angry. Her father had never perfunctory her like this before. You're talking about Zhao Yi. He. I specially invited him from Zixing Mountain over a long distance. He not only has good knowledge, but also good kung fu. More importantly, he has good character, Chu Pengzan said with a smile. What? Chu Mengyao really didn't understand what ecstasy soup this man had given her father, so that he could say 3 good words in a row. Hearing his daughter's words, Chu Pengzan thought she was acting like a spoiled child. So he said, how are you? Are you satisfied with Zhao Yi? Satisfied? How is that possible? First of all, his appearance is not up to standard. As my shield, I should at least look pleasing to the eye. Chu Mengyao snorted. Besides, Daddy, how can you let him live with me? It's not safe for a girl like me. Yes, Daddy is just considering your safety. Daddy is not at ease for a girl like you to live in the villa alone. So he asked Zhao Yi to accompany you. Don't worry, Zhao Yi can protect you. Chu Pengzan pretended not to understand his daughter's swords on purpose. Chu Mengyao was speechless for a moment by her father's swords. But before she could continue, she heard Chu Pengzan continue. Okay, Yao Yao, Daddy is holding a meeting of the company's middle level leaders. I wouldn't talk anymore. After that, before Chu Mengyao could say anything, he hung up the phone. Chu Mengyao gritted her teeth and stared at Lin Yi fiercely. Tell me, how did you deceive my father? Uncle Fu left Chu Mengyao's villa on the pretext of going back to the company to pick up Mr. Chu from work. Before leaving, he gave Lin Yi a backpack, saying it was the school uniform and textbooks of number 1 high school. Miss, call me anytime if you need anything. I'll still deliver dinner at 7 o'clock tonight, Uncle Fu said and left in a hurry. Chu Meng Yao looked at the man in front of her and didn't know what to say, but she couldn't. To let him sleep on the street, right? Her father was a well-known philanthropist. If people knew she was abusing the servants, it would not sound good. After being angry for a long time, Chu Meng Yao finally thought of the culprit of this matter. She took out her phone and dialed Chen Yushu's number. Hello, Zhao Shu. My father asked this migrant worker to live in my villa. What should he do? Sister Yao Yao. Are you talking about Arrow Shield, brother? That's great. Tomorrow I'll go to school and say that you two are living together, so no one will pester you anymore. Chen Yushu was lying comfortably on the chaise, long watching TV. After hearing Chu Meng Yao's swords, she said casually, Chen Yushu. Chu Meng Yao was about to explode with anger. She shooted into the phone. You are so unkind. You asked me to keep him, and now you're saying sarcastic things? You immediately right now come to my house. Okay, I'll take a shower, sleep and go to school too. Find you tomorrow morning, Chen Yushu said lazily. If I don't see you within a minute, we'll break up, Chu Mengjio said firmly. Oops, I've taken off my clothes and get ready to take a shower. I still need to put on clothes, Chen Yushu complained as she sat up from the sofa and admired her figure in the mirror. I seem to have a small belly. I need to eat less in the future. 50 seconds. Chu Meng Yao looked at the call time on her phone and said, Oh, come on, I have to lock the door, right? Chen Yushu quickly put on her clothes and said, 40 seconds. Chu Mengjio continued, Okay, I'm coming. Chen Yushu put on her shoes and ran out the door. Chen Yushu's villa was only tens of meters away from Chu Meng Yao's. The two villas were separated by a small road and faced each other diagonally. Seeing Chen Yushu's figure in the distance, Chu Meng Yao breathed a sigh of relief and hung up the phone. Sister Yao Yao, what are you doing? I just took off my clothes and was about to take a shower when you called me out, Chen Yushu complained. Chu Mengjio coughed twice, pointed at Lin Yi and then said, Xiao Shu, there are outsiders here. Watch what you say. It's okay, Chen Yushu said indifferently. Arrow Shield brother is one of our own. Since you and he are on the same side, let him live in your house. It's such a happy decision. Seeing Chen Yushu's gloating look, Chu Mengjio was very unhappy. Chen Yushu stuck out her tongue and smiled innocently. Sister Yao Yao, you know me, I like to be naked when I get home. It's not convenient to let him live in. Is it convenient for him to live in my house? Chu Meng Yao cursed Chen Yushu for being unkind in her heart. Hey, what a simple thing. Chen Yushu shook her little head and then said, Sister Yao Yao, you let him live in your house, and you come to live in mine. Isn't that okay? And that makes sense. Chu Meng Yao thought that Chen Yushu had finally come up with a constructive idea. However, Chu Meng Yao was soon unwilling. Why should her villa be given to immigrant worker to live in? Why? Besides, what if something was stolen? No, I can't let him live in my villa alone, Chu Mengjio said through gritted teeth. Chen Yushu was also in a dilemma. She had only asked Chu Meng Yao to keep Lin Yi for fun before, but now the problem had come. Let Lin Yi move into Chen Yushu's villa? Chen Yushu would never agree. After much hesitation, Chen Yushu finally thought of a compromise. Well, why don't I stay with you and let him live downstairs? Anyway, your room is upstairs, and we won't let him go to the second floor. Chu Meng Yao thought Chen Yushu's suggestion was the only way, so she nodded reluctantly. Okay, let's do it like this. Chen Yushu often lived with Chu Mengjio, so she entered the house with ease. Lin Yi, however, carried his luggage and followed slowly behind. Lin Yi could naturally see that Chu Mengyao was hostile to him, but thinking of the old man Solman instructions when he left home and Uncle Chu's trusting eyes, Lin Yi didn't think much of it. After all, Chu Mengyao was a girl, and it was normal for her not to want to live with him. "Hey, what's your name?" Chu Mengyao sat on the sofa, put her long legs on the chaise longue, and looked at Lin Yi and asked, "My name is Lin." Lin Yi was talking and wanted to sit on the sofa. He had stood at the door for a long time and was very tired. But before his butt touched the sofa, he heard a scold softly, which startled Lin Yi. "Stop! Don't sit!" Chu Mengyao widened one sais and pointed at Lin Yi and shouted, "What's wrong?" Lin Yi was startled. His butt was suspended in the air, and he asked in surprise, "Your pants are so dirty." "Don't dirty my sofa. Zhao Shu often lies on it naked." Chu Mengyao frowned and said, Chen Yushu was so angry that she rolled her eyes. She thought, "Yao Yao, why are you like this? You just said that I should pay attention to what I say in front of outsiders, but now you are talking about it yourself." Lin Yi was not angry either. His clothes were indeed not very clean. He had sat on the train for a long time and ran around for a long time. It would be a small matter if the sofa was dirty, but it would be terrible if the little beauty got skin disease. "Okay, you can continue." Chu Mengyao saw that Lin Yi stood up and was relieved. "My name is Lin Yi," Lin Yi said. "Okay, Lin Yi, you will sleep in the guest room over there at night. But remember, the upstairs is my room and Zhao Shu's room. You are not allowed to go upstairs, or he will immediately ask Daddy to fire you." When Chu Mengyao said this, she was not very confident. For some reason, she always felt that her father had been bewitched by this Lin Yi. So when she said this, she had to add, "If you dare to go upstairs, I will ask General Wei Wu to bite you to death." Oh, Lin Yi nodded indifferently. But after hearing the second half of Chu Mengyao's words, he asked in confusion, "General Wei Wu, what's that?" When Lin Yi asked, Chu Mengyao proudly shouted to the upstairs, "General Wei Wu, come down." Woof woof, a dog barked, and a fierce Rottweiler rushed down from upstairs and stood beside Chu Mengyao, eyeing Lin Yi vigilantly. Lin Yi scoffed, not to mention dogs. He had killed and eaten many wolves with a single palm during missions in the deep mountains. A Rottweiler was naturally no challenge. "See? This is mighty general. Let me tell you, he's very fierce. If you dare go upstairs, I'll have him bite you to death." Chu Mengyao threatened. "Got it." Lin Yi nodded, seeing Lin Yi's cautious appearance. Chu Mengyao thought he was afraid of mighty general and felt even more triumphant. She pulled Chen Yushu up the stairs, leaving mighty general to guard the stairwell. Lin Yi picked up his luggage from the ground, glared at mighty general, who trembled and stepped back. It seemed to sense that the person before it was no ordinary being, a dangerous figure. Lin Yi had no interest in playing with the dog. After glaring at it, he ignored it, carried his luggage to the room Chu Mengyao had mentioned earlier. The room was simply decorated with only a bed, a writing desk, and a small wardrobe. But these were enough for Lin Yi. He had only brought a few tattered clothes and nothing else. To his great surprise, the room even had a private bathroom, just like a luxury hotel. Lin Yi put away his luggage, then took a towel and entered the bathroom. The journey had left him covered in dust. Checking his watch, it was still before 6 o'clock. Before Uncle Fu came to deliver dinner, Lin Yi planned to take a shower. So far, Lin Yi was very satisfied with his current job and working environment, staying in a hotel-like room every day while earning 30,000 yuans. Where could he find such a job? It was much more comfortable than helping the old man weave straw sandals at home. Upstairs, Zhao Shu, I'm starting to regret this. Lin Yi doesn't look like someone who can be my shield at all. Chu Meng Yao changed into casual home clothes and complained to Chen Yushu. Ooh, I think he's nice. Chen Yushu lay on the bed, propping her legs upside down against the wall. She had read somewhere that this could slim legs and promote growth. Nice? I originally wanted to find a handsome guy to pretend to be my boyfriend. Now, I've ended up with a country bumpkin. Taking him out would make me the laughing stock. Chu Meng Yao gritted her teeth in anger. If you think he's so great, why don't you be his girlfriend? Why didn't they've any troubles that need a shield? Otherwise, I might actually consider it. Chen Yushu said, shaking her head. You have a powerful brother who would dare to provoke you. If I had a brother who could kick down a tree with 1 foot, I wouldn't need a shield either. Chu Meng Yao knew Chen Yushu was teasing her, but what could she do? Chen Yushu had a brother while she didn't. Sister Yao Yao, how about I ask my brother to find you a god brother in the army? Or a love brother? Then Zhang Pinliang would surely back off. Chen Yushu winked. Zhao Shu. Chu Meng Yao says wide Ned in anger as she heard Chen Yushu's increasingly ridiculous suggestions. What terrible ideas! First, you told me to ask my father for a shield. And look who he found. Can this guy even be a shield? Now you're coming up with this love brother nonsense, disgusting. Okay, I won't say any more. Seeing Chu Mengjio genuinely angry, Chen Yushu quickly shut up. Admittedly, the idea of finding a shield was hers, so she bore some responsibility for the unsatisfactory result. When Uncle Fu came to deliver dinner, Lin Yi had just finished his shower, rum-magging through his luggage. He found not a single decent piece of clothing. Lin Yi couldn't help but complain that the old man was too sting. Why couldn't they buy him one new outfit? He guessed that wearing these clothes, he would still be seen as dirty by Chu Meng Yao, not even allowed to sit on the sofa. Helpless, Lin Yi casually opened the bag Uncle Fu had given him and took out the school uniform of Songshan Number 1 High School to put on. Lin Yi's new appearance stunned both Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu. Previously he had been unkempt, wearing a tattered vest and baggy shorts. But after the shower, he looked refined. Paired with the school uniform, he was a world apart from his earlier laborer-like image. However, due to their terrible first impression of him, Chu Meng Yao would never admit that Lin Yi was handsome. She could only say he looked more or less ugly than before. Uncle Fu had brought 4 dishes and 1 soup. Fish-flavored shredded pork, spicy boiled fish stir-fried bok choy, and spinach with wood ear mushrooms. The soup was matsutake soup. It was a balanced mix of meat and vegetables, both fragrant and visually appealing. Lin Yi hadn't eaten such delicious food in ages. Seeing that Uncle Fu had also prepared his rice bowl, he happily took it and sat at the dining table. Just as he was about to pick up his chopsticks, Chu Mengjio protested. What do you think you're doing? Yushu and I haven't started eating yet, and you're already digging in? From now on, Yushu and Diat first. You can have the leftovers. With that, she turned and went to the kitchen. She had a habit of using silver cutlery, a custom formed from living with her grandfather since childhood. Thus, in the kitchen's disinfection cabinet, there was a set of silver cutlery, exclusive lie for Chu Meng Yao. Facing Chu Mengjio's domineering attitude, Lin Yi could only smile bitter, lie and retract his chopsticks, staring at the delicious food on the table with drool-worthy longing. Fortunate lie, the plain rice was his. Lin Yi quickly shoved a few mouthfuls into his mouth. Maybe he ate too quickly, for he choked and mumbled, "Is there anything to drink?" Chen Yushu found it funny to see this man who looked like he hadn't eaten in 8 lifetimes. She pointed to a large fridge beside them and said, "Help yourself to whatever you want." Okay, Lin Yi turned and saw the fridge, filled with various drinks. He casually took out a bottle of orange juice, unscrewed the cap and took a big gulp. Feeling much more comfortable, Chu Mengyao retrieved her cutlery and joined Chen Yushu in commenting on the dishes. Wow, spicy boiled fish, my favorite. This fish-flavored shredded pork is too sweet. Damn, chef, don't they know? Too much sugar makes you fat? I'll definitely ask daddy to fire him tomorrow. This bok choy is delicious. Zhao Shu, try some. Chu Mengyao chattered as she ate. These dishes were prepared by chefs from Chu Pengzon Spengzon Group hotels, and Uncle Fu delivered them on time every night. Chu Pengzon had many social engagements, while Chu Mengyao's mother had left when she was very young. Chu Mengyao didn't know the exact circumstances, as her father always refused to tell her whenever she asked. Thus, her life was mostly taken care of by Uncle Fu. Here, take the fish-flavored shredded pork. After tasting it, Chen Yushu agreed it was too sweet, since she was also on a diet. She pushed the plate toward Lin Yi. Lin Yi didn't care about the taste. Meat was meat. After a long hungry day, he gladly accepted the plate and wolf ate it down. It was indeed delicious, far better than the sweet and sour pork shreds at Widow Wang's snack bar in the village. The ingredients and presentation were much more refined. These rich young ladies were just too picky. Chu Mengyao took a piece of boiled fish, which set her mouth on fire. Her face turned bright red as she panted and fanned her mouth with her hand. So spicy, but so good. Where's the water? Water? She turned, saw the orange juice on the table, grabbed it and took a long swig, finishing most of the bottle. Ah, that's better. Chen Yushu looked at Lin Yi, then at the orange juice bottle, then at Chu Mengyao's mouth, her face full of disbelief. Lin Yi stared dumbfoundedly at Chu Mengyao, thinking city girls are so bold. She just drank directly from the bottle. I used so aggressive. Chu Mengyao was enjoying her meal when she noticed Chen Yushu staring at her strangely. Zhao Shu, why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. Chen Yushu sighed, not daring to tell Chu Mengyao the truth. If she did, who knew what Chu Mengyao would do? If there's nothing, why are you staring? Chu Mengyao was even more confused. She shook her head and picked up another piece of boiled fish. Once again, the spiciness hit her, and she grabbed the orange juice bottle for another swig. Dante Chen Yushu tried to stop her but was too late, swallowing her words. Don't what? Zhao Shu, what's going on with you? You're acting so weird. Chu Mengyao put down the bottle, wiped her mouth and frowned at Chen Yushu. Maybe I should and say, looking at Chu Mengyao's clueless expression, Chen Yushu felt both sorry and amused. The funny street part was that Chu Mengyao had drunk from Lin Yi's bottle twice. Was once not enough? Zhao Shu, since when did you become so hesitant? Just say it. Chu Mengyao was annoyed by the secrecy. Under Chu Mengyao's pressure, Chen Yushu pointed at the nearly empty orange juice bottle. This drink. What about it? Chu Mengyao frowned. So what if it drank your juice? There's plenty more in the fridge. I'll get you a new bottle if you want. Is that a big deal? Seeing Chu Mengyao still didn't get it, Chen Yushu burst into laughter. Ha ha ha, I can take it. Yao Yao, haven't you realized? That drink wasn't mine. Not yours. What do you mean? Mid-sentence, Chu Mengyao suddenly turned to Lin Yi, her face changing drastically. Did you drink this? Lin Yi nodded innocently, thinking, so I was wrong. I thought city girls were bold, but she just didn't realize. Damn it. Chu Mengyao's face turned green. She stared at Lin Yi, wanting to say something but unable to. She covered her mouth and rushed to the bathroom. Retching sounds came from the bathroom. At first, Chen Yushu found it hilarious, but seeing Chu Mengyao's extreme reaction, She hurried after her. Yao Yao, I said I shouldn't tell you. But you insisted, Chen Yu, Shu said with a guilty look. Why didn't you say it earlier? Chu Meng. Yao glared at Chen Yu Shu before retching into the sink again. Wait, is this morning sickness already? Chen Yu Shu looked at Chu Meng Yao in confusion, muttering to herself. Mom said kissing doesn't make you pregnant. Chu Meng Yao had just started feeling better, but upon hearing this, she felt nauseous again. The thought that she had shared an indirect kiss with Lin Yi made tears stream down her face. Her precious first kiss, preserved for 18 years, was gone. Chu Mengjio felt dizzy, almost fainting. She glared at Chen Yu Shu miser ably. Pregnant your head. Do you have any basic biology knowledge? I don't, but do you? Chen Yu Shu retorted, annoyed. You Ray the one who accidentally shared an indirect kiss with Lin Yi. What's that got to do with me? Already heartbroken, Chu Meng Yao grew furious at Chen Yu Shu's mockery. She gritted her teeth, suddenly grabbed Chen Yu Shu, and planted a kiss on her lips. Smack! After the kiss, Chu Meng Yao released her and said grudging lie but fiercely, now you're in this too, you little troublemaker. Hey, what are you doing? Caught off guard, Chen Yu Shu realized Chu Meng Yao's plan. Now she was involved too, but secretly she felt better, comforting herself. Even if there was Lin Yi saliva on Yao Yao's lips, she must have spit it all out. It definite lie didn't teach it on mine. Yep, definitely not. With that thought, Chen Yu Shu felt much better. Watching Chu Meng Yao rinse her mouth over and over, she pretended to grab back up and rinse her mouth too. After much commotion, Chu Meng Yao finally calmed down. She knew that, even if she scrubbed her mouth raw, what was done. There was no Doraemon-style machine to undo it, but she was now thoroughly fed up with Lin Yi. Letting this man into her villa had been a huge mistake. Earlier, she had even felt like killing Lin Yi if she had a knife. She would have street ABB'd him without hesitation. Now though, she didn't even have the energy to scold him. Chu Meng Yao felt completely drained, looking at the table full of food and the dumbfounded Lin Yi sitting there. She opened her mouth but said nothing. She staggered upstairs. Chen Yu Shu hurried after Chu Mengjio, made a face at Lin Yi, gave him a glare, and then rushed upstairs in a hurry. Is it really necessary to react so strongly? Lin Yi shook his head, looking at the delicious food on the table. He thought that it seemed they would come down to eat, so all this food should belong to him. So Lin Yi picked up his chopsticks and began to eat voraciously, clearing the 4 dishes and 1 soup on the table in no time. Back in her room, Chu Meng Yao fell onto the bed. She felt miserable and wronged. Why did this happen? How could her first kiss be gone just like that? If it had been with a handsome boy, that would have been better, but it was actually with Lin Yi. This country bumpkin, this hick. Xiao Shu, why am I so unlucky? Chu Meng Yao could help but cry out of grievance. Earlier, with Lin Yi outside, she didn't want to let him laugh at her, so she had forced herself to hold back her emotions. Although tears had fallen, she hadn't made a sound. Now that only she and Chen Yu Shu were left, she no longer cared so much. Sister Yao Yao, don't be sad. At least it was an indirect kiss, not a direct mouth-to-mouth one. He didn't really take advantage, right? Chen Yu Shu thought at most. You ate some of our brother's saliva, and he didn't get yours. Chen Yu Shu's swords only made Chu Meng Yao feel more wronged. If it had been aerial kiss, she might have accepted it, but now she felt she had suffered a loss without getting anything in return. Lin Yi hadn't gained any advantage, so he wouldn't feel sympathetic or guilty, while she could only blame herself for being unlucky. No, I've decided. Tomorrow I'll tell Daddy that. Either I or he stays in this house. We can't TCO exist. Chu Menjiao said vindictively. I must. Chu Mengyao was tired from crying and complaining. After a while, she fell asleep in a daze. Chen Yushu shook her head, lay down beside her and thought, it's just some saliva? It's not a big deal. It's not like you'll get pregnant. Is it really worth getting so worked up? Downstairs, after finishing his meal, Lin Yi braced himself for a scolding. What else could he do? His status was humble after all. In old society terms, he was a servant. If he made the young miss unhappy, who knew what punishment he might face? But after waiting for a long time and seeing no one come down, Lin Yi cleaned up the food containers on the table and returned to his room. It was already past 9 o'clock. Chu Mengyao and the others were probably asleep, and would NT come down again. After washing his face and brushing his teeth, Lin Yi locked his door, sat on the bed, and began to practice the Zuan Yuan dragon control art. This martial art had a peculiar origin. He had discovered it in a mountain cave. He read that when he was 8 years old, on a full moon night, his grandfather had called him to the top of West Star Mountain, saying he wanted to test Lin Yi's recent progress in martial arts. Lin Yi didn't understand why his grandfather had called him to the mountaintop in the middle of the night for a test. But under his grandfather's usual strict discipline, he obediently went to the top with him. However, after exchanging a couple of moves, Lin Yi clearly felt something was wrong. This was Enta test at all. His grandfather was trying to kill him. Before Lin Yi could say anything, a powerful kick hit his butt, and he was sent flying down the valley by his grandfather. Lin Yi only heard the wind howling in his ears, feeling like Ultraman in a cartoon, flying through the sky. After a long time, he landed with a loud thump. Lin Yi felt as if his bones were about to fall apart. Although he had been soaked in Chinese medicinal herbs every day since the age of 3, to strengthen his muscles and bones, falling from such a high mountain still left him disoriented and unconscious. Looking at the direction where Lin Yi had fallen, Old Man Lin shook his head and sighed. Zhao Yi, it's not that Grandpa is heartless, but this opportunity can be missed. The cave door only opens once every 5 years on the mid-autumn full moon night. If you miss this chance, you'll miss the best age to practice. I don't know how long it took before Lin Yi slowly woke up. He first cursed Old Man Lin for being heartless, then got up. There was no point in cursing now. Lin Yi first checked his body and, finding no serious injuries, stood up. But what he saw next left him shocked. In front of him was a huge, ancient yet majestic mountain gate. Its vermilion paint shimmered in the moonlight, and the golden door knockers shone brightly. It was like the residence of immortals in a myth. Above the giant gate, there was a plaque with 4 big characters. Zuanyuan Cave Abode. Where was this place? Lin Yi's breathing grew rapid. He had lived on West Star Mountain for many years but had never heard of such a place at its foot. Although he didn't know why he had stumbled here or how his grandfather had coincidentally kicked him right to the cave entrance, Lin Yi felt a sense of familiarity. It was a déjà vu, as if he had dreamed of coming here before. However, no matter how hard he racked his brain, he couldn't remember when he might have been here. Lin Yi died himself and subconscious. Lai walked toward the mountain gate, as if pulled by some invisible force. When he reached the cave door, he instinctively pushed it, but it didn't budge. Frowning, he pulled hard on the door, but it remained motionless. Just as he was feeling discouraged and about to turn away, something strange happened. Lin Yi saw the previous Lai closed door slowly opening. Startled, he thought someone was coming out of the cave and quickly stepped aside, staring intently at the entrance. But after waiting for a long time, no one emerged. Instead, he could see the inside of the cave clearly. It was a vast hall. Although there were no lights, it was as bright as day. He wondered what was emitting such a dazzling light, illuminating the entire hall. The sight left Lin Yi in awe, his mouth agape. Shocked was the only word that could describe his feelings at that moment. After confirming there were no living beings in the hall, Lin Yi cautiously approached the open stone door. Every step he vigilantly looked around, only moving forward when sure there was no danger. Then again, he was young at the time, full of curiosity about things. Maybe the current Lin Yi would be so impulsive. But then again, if it weren't for his childhood curiosity and impulsiveness, he might never have had this fateful encounter. Finally, Lin Yi entered the stone door and stepped into the hall. Directly ahead, a large stone tablet caught his eye, inscribed with seal script. On the full moon night, the stone door opens. Only those destined may enter before dawn. Remember to leave. In 5 years, the door shall open again. As a child, Lin Yi had learned seal script from Old Man Lin, so he easily recognized the 8 lines of text on the tablet. After reading them, he began to ponder their meaning. Full moon night was clear enough. It was exactly such a night today. Stone door opens must refer to this vermilion stone door. But what did those destined mean? Could he be the destined one, allowed to enter? This felt surreal and confusing to Lin Yi. What was so special about him? He was an orphan adopted by Old Man Lin, muddling through life until the age of 8. He didn't see anything extraordinary about himself, at least compared to his grandfather. He had no advantages. But since he had entered, he might as well consider himself the destined one. Before dawn was easy to understand. It meant before the sun rose. Remember to leave meant he had to exit before dawn. From the literal meaning, that's what it seemed to mean. But what about in 5 years? The door shall open again? Did it mean that if he didn't leave before dawn, the door would close automatically, and the next opening would be in 5 years? The thought sent a chill down Lin Yi's spine. Fortunately, he could read seal script. Otherwise, if he foolishly stayed here all night, once the door closed, he'd be in big trouble. Not to mention 5 years, even 5 days without food or water would be unbearable. Now that he knew the cave's rules, as long as he left before dawn, there should be no problem. With that thought, Lin Yi relaxed slightly. Only then did he take a close look at the hall's interior. It turned out that the walls were inlaid with night pearls, which was why it was so bright. Anyone with even a little knowledge could tell that each night pearl on the walls was invaluable. If one were taken to the market for auction, it would fetch a fortune. But Lin Yi had grown up in the mountains and was interested in gold or jewels. Although he found them wonderful and beautiful, he didn't think they could be sold for much. The problem was in the mountains. Who would he sell them to? The richest person was Widow Wang at the village entrance, who ran Asnik's shop and general store, and saved over 1,000 yuan a year. But no matter how wealthy she was, who would spend money on such impractical things? In Lin Yi's view, it was better to buy 2 pieces of fatty meat with that money. How delicious! These night pearls were beautiful but useless, unable to be eaten. So instead of lingering on the hall's luxurious decorations, Lin Yi began to search the hall, based on the fantasy novels he had read. When someone entered a mysterious cave or valley, they often had adventures, like finding a peerless martial arts manual. The thought excited Lin Yi. If he found such a manual, he would to endure his grandfather's harsh training. Once he mastered the skills, his grandfather wouldn't dare to hit him. The hall was large but empty. Besides the golden decorations on the walls, there were 2 structures in the center. One was the stone tablet he had seen upon entering, and behind it was a raised platform. The platform resembled an ancient sacrificial altar or a place in a martial sect, where important items were stored. In any case, it looked extremely old, certain lie, not something seen in modern times. Without much thought, Lin Yi ran up the platform and saw an antique small wooden box at its top. His heart raced. Could this be a scripture box or something similar? Lin Yi carefully picked up the box, jumped down from the platform, and hid himself. He had heard that ancient buildings often had hidden traps. If he touched someone else's treasure, triggering a trap would be terrible. But after waiting a long time and nothing happening, he secretly breathed a sigh of relief. Lin Yi was in a hurry to open the box after all. The cave door would close before dawn, and he could open it at home. Now he decided to use the remaining time to explore the cave further. Going around the platform, Lin Yi was surprised to find another stone door behind it, with a small stone tablet beside it. The tablet was also inscribed with 8 lines of seal script, 4 characters per line, just like the one at the entrance. Lin Yi was intrigued and quickly read it. In 5 years, the divine art shall be preliminarily mastered. Strike the door with your palm to enter. If unsuccessful, the art is unripe. Wait 5 years and try again. After reading these lines, Lin Yi was completely confused. What did in 5 years the divine art shall be preliminarily mastered mean? Could it be that the box in his hand really contained a martial arts manual? Once he mastered it, he could strike the door with his palm to open it? Thinking this, Lin Yi casually pushed the door, but it didn't budge. So the next 4 lines made sense. If unsuccessful, the art is unripe. Wait 5 years and try again meant that if he could open the door, his skills weren't good enough, and he would have to wait 5 years for the next opening to try again. Looking at the unopenable stone door, Lin Yi felt an itch of curiosity. Logically, if the first hall held a divine martial arts manual, what precious items might lie behind this door? But Lin Yi also knew he could open the second door with his current abilities. He was merely a destined one, lucky enough to enter the first hall by chance. Since that was the case, he didn't force it. Holding the box he had taken from the platform, he walked toward the cave entrance. By now, the sky was no longer pitch black. A faint glow of dawn appeared in the east, a sign that the sun was about to rise. Lin Yi was extremely grateful that he had almost forgotten the time. If he had really missed it and the stone door closed, trapping him inside, how could he still practice any magical skills? Unless he could become an immortal who didn't need to eat or drink, he would eventually starve to death. As the first ray of sunlight in the east shone into the valley, the stone door in front of Lin Yi suddenly made the sound of an organ without warning. With a boom, it closed. After the stone door closed, Lin Yi came to the stone door again, but this time, no matter how he tried, the stone door remained quiet and showed no sign of opening. It seemed that the 8 sentences written on the first stone tablet had not deceived him. If this stone door was closed, it really could be opened. To open it again, he had to wait 5 years. Although Lin Yi was slightly disappointed, fortunately, he had already obtained the box with the secret manual. He decided to wait until he returned home to study it before making any plans. "Xiao Yi, are you okay?" A familiar voice sounded behind Lin Yi. When he turned his head, he found that before he knew it, Old Man Lin had actually appeared behind him. "Damn! Old man, do you want to kick me to death? You gave me a flying kick from such a high mountain, treating me like a Superman." Lin Yi thought of falling from the mountaintop last night, and now his bones still ached faintly. "Aren't you still alive?" When Old Man Lin saw that Lin Yi was fine, he was truly relieved. Although he had always acted calm before, he had actually been very nervous. After all, Lin Yi had fallen from such a high mountain, although his body had been soaked in Chinese medicine prepared by Old Man Lin. Old Man Lin had actually been unsure. I might as well be dead. Lin Yi hesitated whether to tell Old Man Lin what he had seen and heard, but after a moment of hesitation, he decided to tell the story exactly as it was. After all, Old Man Lin was well informed. Old man, I entered this cave last night. Lin Yi pointed to the stone door of the cave not far behind him and said to Old Man Lin, Old Man Lin had already seen the box in Lin Yi's hand and knew that he must have gone into the cave last night. But now that he heard Lin Yi admit it personally, he was still very happy. At least Lin Yi did not treat him as an outsider, and it was worth raising Lin Yi. Then, not knowing what Old Man Lin meant, Lin Yi told him everything he had seen and heard after entering the cave. Finally, he handed the box in his hand to Old Man Lin and said, "This is the box. You keep it yourself." Old Man Lin glanced at the box and said indifferently, "Aren't you going to take a look?" Lin Yi was confused. Why did Old Man Lin seem completely uninterested in such a strange thing? It's useless to look. Old Man Lin shook his head. Although Lin Yi had many questions, Old Man Lin's attitude of "don't task me and do as you please" made Lin Yi hesitant to speak. After returning home with great difficulty from the fork in the valley with Old Man Lin, Old Man Lin went to bed and fell asleep, leaving Lin Yi alone holding a box and staring blankly. Since Old Man Lin showed no interest, Lin Yi could only study the contents of the box by himself. Lin Yi placed the box on the old eight immortals table and began to examine it. The small box was made in an antique style, like the wooden boxes used in the past to hold imperial edicts or pills in palaces, but it was not locked. After Lin Yi opened the buckle on the box, the lid could be easily opened. Lin Yi widened his eyes, and his breathing became rapid. Finally, the lid opened, and inside was a silk scroll. When he picked up the scroll, he saw a jade pendant at the bottom of the box. Lin Yi quickly picked up the jade pendant and examined it carefully under the light. The jade pendant was of very good quality but very strange. It was carved with atom-like pattern and characters that Lin Yi could not understand. They were definite lie, not seal scripts. The characters on this jade pendant were clearly from a different system than those on the scroll. This puzzled Lin Yi. Logically, whether in the cave or on the scroll, the characters were unified, but only this jade pendant was special. Later, Lin Yi also asked Old Man Lin about the jade pendant, but Old Man Lin did not know what the jade pendant was for. Even Old Man Lin showed every surprised expression when he saw the jade pendant. Later, Lin Yi could only infer that this jade pendant was used to assist in practicing martial arts, so he always wore it on his body. Lin Yi carefully unfolded the scroll, but was slightly disappointed. The scroll was very thin, just a silk scarf. However, Lin Yi had read those fantasy novels and understood that powerful secret manuals did not depend on the number of words. Therefore, Lin Yi still read the scroll with great anticipation. The 5 big characters Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju, written in seal script, immediately caught Lin Yi say, the same font as that on the stone tablet in the cave hall. But under the title of these 5 characters was a line of small characters. First stage, Heavenly Silkworm. Then came the main text. Mortals are like ants. How can they change the great Tao and control all living beings? Lin Yi quickly scanned the main text. The first stage was divided into 3 levels: early, middle, and late. However, this scroll only contained the first stage of Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju. Of course, Lin Yi was not foolish enough to think that this Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju only had the first stage. Since there was a first stage, there must be a second and third stage. Lin Yi did not know where the subsequent scrolls were. Perhaps they were behind the stone door in the hall. or perhaps elsewhere. He would have to wait until he completed the first stage of Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju before making other plans. Although the introduction of Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju was obscure and difficult to understand earlier, the subsequent cultivation process was described in detail, and it even included illustrated human acupoint diagrams for reference, which was no difficulty for Lin Yi, who had been practicing martial arts since childhood. Lin Yi did not think much at this moment and began to cultivate according to the first stage of Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju, the Heavenly Silkworm Scroll. It was also because Lin Yi was still young and had no scruples. He thought that cultivating a relatively profound martial art could defeat Old Man Lin. He never considered whether cultivating this had conflicts with his current martial arts or whether he might go crazy from practicing improperly. It was only after many years that Lin Yi recalled that he had most likely cultivated Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju because the name of this martial art was very imposing. A martial art that could even defeat dragons must be extremely powerful. Although Lin Yi later learned that what he was cultivating was not a martial art at all. After Old Man Lin learned that Lin Yi was cultivating Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju, he basically took out a sit-approval attitude. He did not guide but also did not interfere, allowing Lin Yi to develop freely. However, after Lin Yi cultivated Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju, although he felt a significant improvement in his physique, he did not see many changes in his martial arts. In any case, he was no match for Old Man Lin. Old Man Lin was like a boss in a game dungeon. When he became stronger, Old Man Lin became stronger too. When he was weak, Old Man Lin was also weak, which was a very frustrating thing for Lin Yi. If there was any change in Lin Yi, it was that he felt his sixth senses had become keener than before, especially his hearing and vision. Day after day, year after year, without anyone's guidance, Lin Yi basically cultivated the first stage of Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju to a raw extent. In the blink of an eye, the 5-year period arrived. On another full moon night, Lin Yi once again entered the stone door of the cave at the foot of Zixing Mountain. Unfortunately, this time Lin Yi did not open the stone door behind the hall. Lin Yi was not surprised by this result because he knew that he had not broken through the first stage of the Heavenly Silkworm period and had made no progress after reaching the middle stage. Although Lin Yi told Old Man Lin about his experience, Old Man Lin only smiled and shook his head, indicating that he was unable to help. As the second 5-year period approached, Lin Yi became increasingly anxious. After so many years, he was still stuck in the middle stage of the first stage. If this continued, he would still return empty-handed. By now, Lin Yi had realized that the Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju he was cultivating was not a martial art but a cultivation secret manual, similar to immortal cultivation. It sounded shocking, but Lin Yi knew that this was indeed what he was cultivating. Thinking back to Old Man Lin's strange behavior on the first full moon night, Lin Yi even suspected whether all this was a premeditated plan by Old Man Lin, a deliberate trap to kick him down Zixing Mountain and then enter that stone door. Otherwise, why would Old Man Lin happen to test his martial arts on a full moon night? Even if he wanted to test him, there was no need to go to the mountaintop, right? Even if he went to the mountaintop, you couldn't be so ruthless, right? Even if you were ruthless, how could it be such a coincidence to kick him right to the cave entrance? Fine, even if it was a coincidence to kick him to the cave entrance, why did Old Man Lin wait until he came out of the cave to look for him? And after Lin Yi told Old Man Lin what he had seen and heard, the indifferent expression Old Man Lin showed seemed to have already known it. All this made Lin Yi very suspicious. However, whenever Lin Yi asked Old Man Lin about his BTS, Old Man Lin would not answer. Later, Lin Yi was too lazy to ask whether he had done it on purpose or not. He would just cultivate on his own. When Lin Yi woke up from his meditation, the sky outside the window was already turning fish the first light of dawn. Lin Yi shook his head helplessly. Although he felt some progress and refreshed after each practice, there was still no major breakthrough. He quickly ran to the bathroom to take a shower and wash off the sweat. Lin Yi put on the school uniform of number 1 high school and walked out of the room. The entire villa was still quiet. Lin Yi looked up at the stairs. The 2 girls should still be sleeping, right? Feeling bored, Lin Yi sat on the sofa, turned on the 70-inch large LCD TV in the living room, and watched it with the sound off. The big TV was so cool. Lin Yi leisurely lay on the sofa. The first time he had watched TV so comfortably at home. There had only been a counterfeit laptop that could show images and a 25-inch CRT TV. Achoo! Lin Yi sneezed, not expecting his physique to catch a cold, but thinking that he had always lived in the south, while this was the north. Although it was summer, the large temperature difference between day and night made it normal to experience AC climatization issues. Lin Yi casually pulled out 2 tissues from the tissue box on the coffee table, wiped his nose and threw them aside. However, early in the morning, most channels had no programs. Lin Yi pressed the channel button on the remote control, but after pressing it for a long time, the TV did not respond, still showing a big Earth with no program. Is this remote control out of battery? Lin Yi cursed, but then he thought, no, hadn't they just used this remote control to turn on the TV? Thinking of this, Lin Yi carefully observed the area around the TV. It turned out that the villa had satellite TV, which required a set-top box remote control to change channels, while the TV remote control could only control the power and volume. Although Lin Yi came from a mountain village in the countryside, Old Man Lin had bought him a counterfeit netbook, and through the internet, he understood some external technologies and knowledge, so he did not appear too ignorant at this time. Looking around, he indeed saw the satellite set-top box remote control under the coffee table. Lin Yi picked up the remote control and began to change channels on the TV. Satellite TV is so cool, so many channels. Lin Yi had changed dozens of channels and still hadn't opened any duplicates. This channel is for adults only and has parental control enabled. Please enter the password. Default password 00000. When Lin Yi switched to a channel, such a prompt appeared on the TV. No way! Did these 2 girls' family have adult channels? Lin Yi had long heard that big dishes, satellite dishes, could receive certain special programs, but he had never actually seen them. Although Widow Wang at the village entrance also had satellite TV, she could only receive free provincial satellite channels. Special channels like this were impossible. Lin Yi shirt itched. He wondered if Chu Pengzan had set the password, or if it was the young lady Chimeng Yao or Chen Yushu. It was very possible. That girl looked coquettish and spoke forward-thinking. Lin Yi thought not illy. He casually entered the password 123456, but the TV prompted, "The password you entered is incorrect. Please re-enter 888888." Lin Yi entered another password, and the TV still prompted an incorrect password. Lin Yi scratched his head and then entered 00000. This time, there was no error message, but the TV seemed to freeze, and he didn't know if it was verifying the password or had crashed. Just as Lin Yi was about to press a random button to check, the TV showed a picture. It was a famous actress, and Lin Yi couldn't remember her name exactly. Lin Yi had seen her before and was deeply impressed. What surprised Lin Yi was that the password was the default password. It was clearly written on the TV, yet he had tried to be clever and tested other passwords. This was the first time Lin Yi had watched an adult film on such a large screen. Previous lie. He had only watched on his 10-inch laptop screen. The laptop couldn't show details clearly, but now he could watch however he wanted. And it was high definition. Lin Yi immediately felt a surge of blood and almost ran up to the TV to watch closely. So sleepy. Dead. Yao Yao Ji kept me up all night, and now she's asleep but I can't. Chen Yushu's voice came from the second floor, followed by the sound of slippers coming downstairs. Lin Yi had sharp hearing, and although Chen Yushu's voice was soft, he heard every word clearly. Lin Yi was instantly alarmed. If Chen Yushu caught him watching an adult film in the living room, wouldn't he be finished? Lin Yi was standing next to the TV at the moment. It was too late to go back and get the remote control, so he could only reach out and turn off the TV's power. Then he stood by the window, pretending to look outside. Lin Yi couldn't help but curse his bad luck. He had just had that accidental almost kiss incident on his first day yesterday, and if Chen Yushu caught him watching an adult film in the living room today, he would definitely be kicked out. Although Lin Yi was not very willing to be a companion student for the young lady, the salary was very high, and he had good food and accommodation every day. It wouldn't be easy to find another job like this. The most critical issue was that if he was kicked out, not by his own resignation but by the young lady, and for such a reason, if old man Lin found out, he might never be able to hold his head up again. Lin Yi sighed, somewhat blaming himself for being meddlesome. Why had he tried the default password for no reason? But this was also Chu Meng Yao's fault. Couldn't she have changed the password? Suddenly seeing someone standing by the living room window, Chen Yushu was so startled that she almost screamed. Fortunately, she reacted quickly and, remembering that Chu Meng Yao had just fallen asleep, quickly covered her mouth. Why are you standing here so early? Chen Yushu now saw clearly that it was Lin Yi standing there, the culprit who had made Chu Meng Yao keep her up all night. I couldn't sleep so I got up. Lin Yi felt guilty and looked awkward. Oh, Chen Yushu didn't think much and frowned, saying in the future when you wake up, just stay in your room. You almost scared me to death just now. Yao Yao Ji and Iari used to being just the two of us. We were not used to having an extra person suddenly. Okay, Lin Yi thought to himself that he would never watch adult films in the living room again. This was too terrifying. This little Chen girl had an irregular schedule, and he had almost been caught red-handed. Chen Yushu stretched and sat on the sofa, crossing her legs seductively, but Lin Yi didn't dare to look too much. Arrow brother Lin Yi, I'm hungry. Go make me something to eat. Chen Yushu lazily ordered Lin Yi. Me? Cook? Lin Yi was stunned. Since when had he become a family servant responsible for cooking? Yes, you. Hurry up, this cute shoe is hungry. Chen Yushu waved her hand impatiently. Lin Yi was helpless. Why was Chen Yushu also giving him orders? Wasn't he supposed to serve Chu Menjiu? Miss Chen, I was sent by Mr. Chu to accompany Miss Chu to study, not as a nanny. Oh, isn't that the same? In old society, a companion student was a schoolboy, a family servant, only a little more noble than a servant. Whatever the young lady tells you to do, you have to do it. Chen Yushu glared and said plausibly, but I'm Chu Menjiu's schoolboy. Although Lin Yi was used to cooking, he still wanted a clear title. Although this Chen Yushu smiled seductively and was very alluring, Lin Yi wasn't stupid. What if Chu Meng Yao woke up later and saw him cooking for Chen Yushu? Wouldn't she pick a fight? It's still the same. Yao Yao Ji and Iari good friends. What I say is what she says. Seeing that Lin Yi still didn't move after her words, Chen Yushu became annoyed. She had originally had a good impression of Lin Yi, but who knew he was so clueless? If another man wanted to serve her, She wouldn't even bother. But this guy was putting on airs. She snorted, "Fine, go turn on the water dispenser for me, and I'll make instant noodles myself." Okay, this was an easy task. The water dispenser was right next to Lin Yi. By the window, so Lin Yi reached out and turned on the water dispenser. While waiting for the water to boil, Chen Yushu casually picked up the remote control on the sofa and pressed the power button. Every morning at this time, there was a special MV program of big star Zhu Shihan on the entertainment channel, and Chen Yushu would watch it if she had time. Wait, Lin Yi was instantly alarmed and tried to stop her, but it was too late. The TV screen flashed, and the channel Lin Yi had been watching earlier appeared. Ooh, Chen Yushu let out a few screams, covered her mouth, and stared at Lin Yi with wide eyes and a murderous gaze. Lin Yi wanted to die at that moment. What kind of joke was this? He had only watched it for a few seconds before being caught red-handed. How unlucky was that? If he had watched it to his heart's content, he might have accepted it. But what was this? "It's not me." Lin Yi instinctively tried to deny it, speaking subconsciously. "Lin Yi, how could you watch such filthy things?" Chen Yushu was furious. How despicable was this Lin Yi? No wonder he had gotten up so early. He had come to the living room to secretly watch satellite TV. "I said it's not me." Lin Yi was extremely innocent. He had accidentally stumbled upon this channel. It was all their fault. If you didn't want others to watch, why did you even have this channel? Isn't it there for people to watch? Who would believe that? Do you think Yao Yaoji and I watched it? We turned off the TV on the children's channel last night, Chen Yushu said sternly and firmly. Besides, we encrypted the channel in case we accidentally switch Ed to it while changing channels. How could you have accessed it without entering the password?